JC from Real and Simulated Wars again. It finally happened a few minutes ago via Steam, link provided in the description of the video. Aegean in Flames, a new DLC for Command Modern Operations, is out, and I have been waiting for this one because I knew it was going to look this good, and it was going to be like, you know, this intense. So exactly what I was waiting for. The doctor prescribed it, and finally it arrived. Great news for, you know, naval and air commanders, and for the simulation of modern conflict. It's like these things keep getting better and better and more realistic. It's like, Jesus Christ. Well, no wonder this is a tool that in another incarnation, of course, is used by professional navies and professional defense analysts. So good. This is just as good as it gets. So talking a bit about this, if you don't know, these live scenarios are shorter scenarios. This one lasts 1 day and a half or 36 hours or something like that. I don't know. I don't do math. And it is a shorter scenario in terms of time. And what you will have here, it is a new conflict, or, you know, I don't know how to call this, because it's not a full-out war. It is just a very focalized type of thing between Greece and Turkey. The briefing is fantastic. I mean, these guys have really quite a talent to provide the story. The storyline is great. It reads like the news. There is a mention of COVID-19 and the economy is tumbling and, you know, forcing the hand of some governments to go into action. And but so far, you know, this is a continuation of a long-standing dissent between Turkey and Greece. There are disagreements over, you know, sea control, and this is very, very nice because, you know, it diverts a little bit from stories like, you know, when you are in the East China Sea and fighting like these so-called sea denial wars, or something like that. This is about sea control. In the long run, maybe you don't see it here, but you know, there is quite a problem happening there in the East Aegean, and it's about to get its first treatment with this DLC. So get ready for two things, basically. The mission, I am playing as the Greeks right now, which are all the blue icons over there. And what you have to get ready, it is to accomplish your mission, of course. You have a set of objectives for your game. And if you allow me, I'm running this at 1x speed. Hopefully nothing major happens. Well, one thing that you have to accomplish, it is to destroy. I'm going to zoom in into the Cypress Island region. You have to destroy 2 oil drilling platforms that are located around here. I may have lost, I lost contact, but they are located here. That's pretty much in the briefing, so I'm not spoiling it. And there is a couple of research vessels which belong to Turkey, and you have to locate them. Turkey has mobilized quite a nice array of warships right there. It has, you know, plenty of frigates, and well, I had my Orion maritime surveillance aircraft trying to find them, but I lost them. So yeah, have to drink some coffee. But nonetheless, in the side of the Greeks, you know, you have a mix. For the Air Force, you have a mix of old and new hardware. You have the good old Phantom Force, F-Force, and you have your F-16s, your Mirages, you have UAVs, and quite a nice array. And in the case of the Navy, you have a mix of frigates and fast attack missile boats, and you have submarines. There is an impressive amount of submarines in the case of Greece. I am not very cognizant. I have to recognize about the equipment of the Greek Navy, but that's something that it really impressed me. And in the case of submarines, one of the things that I really like it is that these submarines go into a non-communication type of status, which means they are submerged, they cannot communicate. So eventually you can make them resurface at certain times and kind of replot their mission, and hopefully them to report. I have to find these research vessels, but I have quite a lot of traffic over there, and there is also all this traffic right here that I hope there are commercial vessels. And on the north, of course, I have a lot of land forces. There is some special operation forces like this one over here. These are special operation forces conducting reconnaissance. I don't know what to look for specifically, but I am paying a lot of attention into it. By the way, by orders of the Ministry of Defense, I can strike as far as this air base right there, which is indicated in orange. No, I am not allowed to go any further, but anything that is a threat to my own forces can be struck. So that's very, very, very good. There is another submarine over there. There is quite a lot of stuff going on, but don't get scared about this, because from the get-go I didn't touch this right part here, the order of battle, which I am moving my cursor right now. I don't know if you can see it. I have not touched that, and there is a lot of pre-made missions, and they make a lot of sense. You have your anti-submarine warfare. I'm scared about that, because that means that the Turkish Navy can strike one of my ports, and everything is gonna go crazy. So I better strive for a quick resolution of this, and apply overwhelming force. You have your combat air patrols that you can adjust, and as this order of battle thing is always a great resource to go into, kind of locate where the things are. As you can see, you can double click on it. Like for instance, you can double click on that, and you will see exactly, will go exactly to the air base where this thing is located, and you can get them airborne and activate the mission. So you have your early warning type of missions in both in the Crete area and in the North Greece area, and you also have your naval forces. They already have a mission over there. This force is in that particular location, right there. I just modified a bit their mission profile, to be honest. I just wanted to see, but right now, after I've lost some of the recon assets very early into the mission, into the scenario, I am really forced to reevaluate that. So you have your patrol, which has no assets assign it to it because I just squandered it, my lack of command. And you have your scrambled forces conveniently grouped so you can just make them take off on the spot. And I just wanted to show you some. We have these UAVs that they are moving, and hopefully they will provide some eyes if they go undetected. But nonetheless, feel free, you know, of course, for the strike missions, for the final accomplishment of the mission, you will have to either modify this or you have to create your own missions once you have located and you have planned it and you have created a general outline of you know, the lines of operations that you want to follow. So keep it simple, keep it nice, and be, you know, particularly vengeful, and you know, go for the jugular, because the Turkish Navy and the Turkish Air Force, they are up for business, and you will see that the traffic is you know, very, very intense. They know that something is happening. Already an event has been triggered that I don't want to tell you what it's about, but it's indicating that, you know, they may be trying to recon deeply into my area of control, and that's very unsettling, and so on and so on. So pretty pleased with this. We're going to try to put a couple of more features in the forms of videos or blog entries for this new DLC, and fantastic job. Thank you so much. No wonder it took a bit longer than usual, but you know, this is just great, and I really appreciate when this type of quality is presented. And you know, we are spoiled, guys. This is like a, you know, premium simulation of modern conflict. I don't know what else you can ask for. Please grab a copy. It's $3.99 or $2.99, I believe. Here in the States, you can even buy a pack of cigarettes or a decent beer for that money. So just, you know, whenever you feel, just grab a copy and go to war. So that's pretty much it. I hope that you have a great day, and that you can gain some, and that you can enjoy this type of high quality content. Thank you.